Hi, Banana Recap here. Today I am going to explain a film called Angel. Watch out and take care. Some time ago Louise was a magician's assistant and being in love with a mysterious man she had got pregnant. In a while the man has disappeared forever, and the woman gave birth to an invisible boy, giving him the name My Angel. Keeping the child a secret, she tried to protect him from the cruelty of the outer world. Taking care of her son, the woman raised the invisible boy on her own, taught him to eat with a spoon, write and speak. Growing up, the boy has begun to wear his mother's shoes and dresses. One evening, the woman tells her son about the place where she used to live when she was a child. The little hut by the lake seemed to be a great house. Now they live in a mental ward due to Louise's illness. The boy has never left the room, so he does not know how the pond looks like and dreams of learning how to swim. One day the boy looks out of the window and sees a girl from the neighboring house. The boy understands that other people cannot see him, but Madeline seems like to be looking at him. In the evening, he watches the red-haired girl playing the piano and decides to get to know her. On the next day, Angel gets out of the room and leaves the hospital. When he got to his neighbor/s yard, he keeps watching the girl and is afraid to approach her. Feeling the presence of the boy, Madeline calls him. It turns out that she is blind, but she hears the boy due to her highly developed sense of smell. Deciding to meet her, the boy says that his name is My Angel. Madeline touches his gentle skin and wants to play with him, since she has no friends. He does not get on with anyone except his mother, so he agrees to hang out with the girl. While coming back to the ward, the son tells his mother that he has made a friend. Louise is depressed, and her health is constantly deteriorating. She is very worried that she might die and leave her son alone. The mother understands that the child will not survive in this hard and cruel world. Looking in the mirror, the guy hopes to see his reflection, but this does not happen. Do I really exist? That is a question that constantly torments the boy. Meeting Madeline again, he lets her to touch his hand and face. The girl can't see the boy, but considers him handsome because he has very delicate skin. Playing hide and seek, she easily finds her friend, because he has a special smell that cannot be confused. It is much easier for him to find the girl, because she does not manage to hide well. Angel and Madeline gradually grow up, spending more and more time together. Louise's condition gets worse, she cannot recognize her son and does not talk to him. As the kids get older, they remain inseparable and play in the garden all day long. Madeline asks the boy to look into her eyes. Despite her blindness, she feels his gaze and the warm feeling inside her heart. Soon they fall in love with each other and kiss for the first time. The girl cannot see herself in the mirror and asks the boy to describe her appearance. The invisible boy, who is in love, describes a charming red-haired girl. When visiting his mother, the boy tries to talk to Louise and reads her a book before she goes to bed. His mother pays less and less attention to him and finally stops communicating with him at all. Walking in the rain, teenagers feel free and dream of the happy future. Soon Madeline tells the boy that she has to leave for several months. She has to undergo a surgery, and the girl would finally be able to see her beloved. Angel is afraid of that and wants to admit that he is invisible. Trying not to destroy their relationship, he keeps the secret and spends the whole week with the girl until she leaves. When leaving, Madeline says goodbye to her boyfriend and promises to come back in a couple of months. Realizing that their relationship will never be the same, Angel asks the girl not to forget him and all the feelings that they had for all these years. After losing his beloved, the boy cries in the rain, spends time with his mother and plays in the yard of his girlfriend's house. After receiving the letter, he finds out that Madeline needs some operations, therefore she is not going to return as soon as she had promised. At the same time, the boy's mother passes away. Having lost everyone he loved, Angel decides to leave for the lake house Louise has told him about. While at the spot, the boy finds out that is only a small hut, which is completely unlivable. When looking at the pond for the first time, the guy dreams of meeting his beloved. Waiting for his girl to come back, he decides to stay in her house. Breaking the window, he climbs in and takes Madeline's bed. Days, weeks, and then years have passed. The little Angel grew up and has become a man, still dreaming about meeting his girlfriend. One day, the guy finds out that Madeline has finally returned. Running to meet his beloved, he sees her. The girl, who has regained her sight, stares out the window, but does not see the invisible guy. Realizing that their relationship would not be the same, Angel decides not to open up to the girl, but keeps quietly watching her. She is trying to find her loved one, but in the hospital they report that they have never had this patient, and Louise lived in the ward with the window she had looked at. Finding his mother's grave, the girl leaves a letter and asks her loved one to meet her. At night, the guy sneaks into her bedroom and looks at Madeline's breasts while she is sleeping. At some point she seems to notice his presence, but looks through him. Feeling a strong attraction to the girl, he writes her a response letter and offers to meet with him, but only on one condition: her eyes must be closed. Agreeing to have a blind date, Madeline closes her eyes and waits for her loved one in the garden. When they meet again, they spend time together and talk about the good times they used to have. Having strong feelings, Madeline agrees to a blindfolded relationship and makes love to an invisible guy. He is gentle with the girl's breasts, and they come together. Without seeing her partner, she enjoys his touches and kisses. In the evenings, the couple talks and Madeline tells the guy how she regained her sight. It was something special because before the operation the objects seemed flat to her and existed only in her hands. Seeing the world, she realized that it is much larger and more voluminous. Looking at herself in the mirror for the first time, Madeline thought she had met some other girl. As she came closer, she realized that it was her reflection. When preparing a surprise for his girlfriend, the guy asks her to close her eyes. Taking the train, they leave for an old house by the lake. Here Angel wants to explain everything to the girl, but he is pretty weak to do it. Madeline loves the guy, but she wants to look into his eyes. Realizing that it is impossible to stall no more, the guy agrees to show himself this evening. When she comes into the bedroom, the girl sees her beloved, hiding under the bed sheet. She closes her eyes and lets him touch her hand. Feeling the touch, she throws off the sheet and sees nothing. Realizing that he is invisible, the girl gets hysterical and cries all through the night. Angel doesn't want her to suffer and leaves a note. In the morning, Madeline wakes up and calls the guy, but he does not respond. Noticing the letter, she finds out that her beloved has decided to leave her forever. He does not want to torment the girl and is ready to forget about her, just to make sure she is happy. She is not ready for parting and has accepted the guy the way he is. Trying to find Angel, the girl searches the house and the garden. Remembering his mother's house, she closes her eyes and walks through the familiar route. When she has come to the lake, Madeline calls the guy, but he hides in the bushes and does not respond. Not reckoning the distance, Angel falls in the water and starts to drown. The girl jumps into the lake after him and finds him by air bubbles. Pulling her beloved ashore, she saves him. Madeline still feels the gaze of her beloved and looks straight in his eyes to let him feel the warmth inside his heart. She sincerely loves Angel and is ready to do anything to stay with him. The couple comes back home and tries to find out how Madeline could see her beloved. To do this, they hang translucent curtains all around the house, make the guy wear some ringing bracelets and put some makeup on him. Soon, the couple has a child who does not inherit the parents' problematic genes. The couple decides to make a living using the invisible guy's superpower. They organize a performance and show some levitation tricks. Trying to fulfill Angel's childhood wish, the girl teaches him to swim. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and check out my other videos.